Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to rank all the Spider-Man movies. There are 8 in total, but we are going to rank 9 because I have also included the Venom film because the director has said that there will be a future crossover between Spider-Man and Venom which will be fantastic to watch. And a big shout out to my friend Tushar Vad who really helped me in editing the short clips you will see in this video. So let's begin with the video.
How are you?
So I have given the last position to Spider-Man 3 just because I think that the movie was a mess. It was really a mess because to include Sandman, the angle of the Green Goblet returning, being the shadow of his father, and what was that? Venom, which they all didn't match at the end. Harry Osborn joining hands with Peter Parker leading Sandman go off just like that, which is a good thing he did at the end. But I think that to include all the things, the movie just got pretty weird and it just became a mess. It was really weird to see, Peter Parker behaving like that. It was due to the Venom, but still, I think that they could have done some better things with this plot because they had good ideas. The Spider-Man 4 was also confirmed. They could have included it in that, but still I think that they should have done a better job. So that's why I think Spider-Man 3 deserves the last position of all these movies because all these movies are good.
Previously on Peter Screws the Pooch, I tell you to stay away from this.
Now, being a Marvel fan, I would say that this is a really good film. Spider-Man Homecoming is a really good film, but mark my words, it is not a good Spider-Man movie because we are not used to see Spider-Man doing these things, fooling around, acting weird, and he's just a friendly neighbor Spider-Man. He's like 17 or 16 in the movie. Like, I can't imagine Spider-Man being that short. The only good thing that came out of this film was the character of Ned, which I really liked. Ned played a very strong character, and the villain was also good, Vulture. He didn't influence much, but he was a good villain. We get to see the rise of Spider-Man in the end, how he himself, stopped Vulture and protected the city. But still, I would say that it's a really good Marvel movie, but it's not a good Spider-Man movie because we are not used to see Spider-Man being mentored by someone else, acting like really weird and dropping all the attention, being scared of what will happen next, always not believing in himself. This is not Spider-Man. This is not Spider-Man's character. So that's why I have given it like second last rank. It's on the 8th rank.
This is not it, Spider!
Now there are many people who hate this movie because I don't know because I don't think there is any because, but they just hate the film because they think the film doesn't deserve much attention. They think that the Tobey's character was better, that Garfield's character didn't do much. Garfield was not of that capability. But at this time, when there is no scope for his third film, Sony has scrapped all the ideas for the Amazing Spider-Man. They are demanding the next movie. People are just hypocrites. Skipping that, let's come back to the ranking. So I have given this movie 7th rank because I think that the character of Electron was not fully utilized by the Sony. The character had so much potential, had so much power. They could have done a lot of things with that character, but they just let him go silently because I think that they just tried to somehow connect Electron and Goblin so that they can fit them both into a single movie, which didn't go very well according to me. And the death of no spoilers, the death of one of the favorite characters, it was really disheartening to see. So skipping this and let's move on to the next ranking.
So little time.
Venom is a really good film. I really enjoyed that film. The film was spurned by the critics. The critics didn't give much attention to the movie, but the audience loved the movie, and I'm with the audience. I really love the movie. I love the idea of the movie. They tried to create a whole different universe from Venom, and I'm really excited for the next movie because there will be Carnage. Most of you will not be aware of the thing, what is a Carnage, but who is Carnage? But I'm really excited to see the Spider-Man crossover with Venom because it was really silly and boring in the Spider-Man 3 movie, which none of us liked. So I'm really hoping that they really pulled off the first Venom movie. It was really good movie, and I'm really hoping that the next crossover will be on some different level and we'll get to see many exciting things. Moving on to the top 5, it was really difficult, but Spider-Man is a really good film. I love that film. It is the film which gave origin to this character, but to rank above the remaining movies, I don't think it will be fair enough. So, Spider-Man is on 5th position. Let's embark the first journey of Peter Parker. Most of us are in love with that film. That is the favorite childhood film we have ever seen. I'm not gonna lie, I'll even rank it above Harry Potter, but please don't judge me against this. This is a really good film. It was really difficult to place it here. The only thing which forced me to place it here was that the new stories coming up after the origin, because origin stories need to be really different, and the Spider-Man origin story at that time, if compared to the new stories, is the today's stories are more exciting. So the remaining movies, they all have very good storyline, they all have better action sequences, they all have better performances. So I'm just going to end this one here. I really love the Amazing Spider-Man film. Most of you would have thought that this movie would not make the top 5 list, but I really love this film just because of the reason. The performance of Andrew Garfield was fabulous in this movie. He has been nominated for Oscar twice, I think. Last movie for which he was nominated was Hacksaw Ridge. He's a really good actor. He did a really wonderful job in this movie, and the origin story was really different. I like the origin of this character, how they totally dealt it with science. The first Spider-Man movie didn't have an origin like that. That's why it placed just below this movie. The origin story of Spider-Man was best among all the movies in this movie. They really pulled off very well in this movie. I don't know what screwed them to go for next movie with the character of Electron, wasting it. This was, I think, one of the best villains Spider-Man has ever faced in his life, and they just ruined the character of Electron because it couldn't do much. That's why I didn't like Electro, but this movie's villain was just fabulous, and the MJ was not included in this film. MJ was not in this universe till the third Spider-Man film, which never came. The Amazing Spider-Man 3 was cancelled. So let's move on to the next ranking. This Spider-Man film is one of the best ever made. The character went downhill in this movie, and how he came back again with it. The character lost all the powers. I'm going to give spoilers because it's a really old film. It came back in 2004, so I'll give all the spoilers. The character went downhill. He lost all his powers in this film, but now he started to excel in studies. He lost his girlfriend MJ because of all the distractions, like saving the day daily, fighting crime. So it was really difficult for Spider-Man to match the level, and the character of MJ in the whole Spider-Man series was not that. She was just moving on from him time to time, and it was really weird to see, because that's the thing I liked about the Amazing Spider-Man movie, that his girlfriend was consistent with him all the time, which follows me to believe that their relationship was indeed better even in 2 movies. But this film, the villain was good, the action sequences were very pure. It was really mind-blowing to see at that time.
Oh, I love Led Zeppelin!
The latest Spider-Man movie is one of the best films I have ever seen in my life. I was really not expecting this after Avengers Endgame, because after Infinity War we got Ant-Man and the Wasp, which was a slight humorous movie which didn't go very well with the critics, but it was fine. It was a good movie to watch because we needed a fun movie like that after the tragedy in Infinity War. And the same happened after Endgame. We lost many powerful characters in Endgame. We really cried over that, and after that we got a movie like Far From Home. Now what else do we need? Marvel is really doing a good job in these things. It just came back last year, so I'm not willing to give you any spoilers. It's a really new film. I won't spoil anything for you guys. You have to watch this film. This is just fantastic. The character played by Jake Gyllenhaal, Mysterio, was one of the most powerful villain in the entire Marvel series. They really used this character to his potential. Spider-Man The best thing I liked about this movie, I told you guys that Marvel crushed the character of Spider-Man in the first movie, but they really got up high in this movie because Spider-Man was doing all these things alone. He fought Mysterio alone. He saved the day. He's really matured now. I'm really happy to see this, the character development of Spider-Man. So yeah, now let's come back to the final ranking, which all of you are aware by now. Which movie is gonna top the list?
200 miles per hour.
I was in Pune in class 11th. I was spending my vacations and I just wanted to go for a movie. And this was the latest flick at that time, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. It is an animated movie which has Miles Morales, not Peter Parker. Peter Parker, in the all the other 8 films, the Peter Parker is the main Spider-Man. Peter Parker is the Spider-Man. Miles Morales is a, Spider-Verse means multiverse, more than one Earth. So there are many characters from other universes. But Miles Morales rises when the real Spider-Man, Peter Parker, dies. So that's what happens in this movie. Miles Morales is really small character. He's just in school, I told you. But this movie has some the best scenes of entire Spider-Man series, and the story is really good. The movie just, watching it in 3D, it just blew my mind. I watched this movie twice because it was really good, and there are only 2 movies I've ever watched twice. First is this, and second you all know is Joker. So it was really good film. It deserves to be top. It deserves to top the list. And the best thing about this film was that the character of Miles Morales and Peter Parker, they both had a good relationship in this movie because the Peter Parker came from the other universe. I'll give spoilers for this movie because it's an animated film. Most of you will still not watch it. So Peter Parker and Miles Morales had a good relationship in this movie, which really blew my mind, and the sequences were good. The powers they shared were good. Not just one Spider-Man. There were around 8 to 9 Spider-Man in this movie. That is the most interesting thing about this film. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked the video, give a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, share this video, and we'll meet in another video. Thank you guys.